Medieval alchemists locked themselves in towers, mixing mercury and sulfur, desperately seeking the philosopher's stone. But their real secret wasn't in the bottles. They encoded a mental transformation process so powerful that Carl Jung spent 30 years decoding their cryptic texts. He discovered something extraordinary. The alchemists weren't trying to make actual gold. They were mapping the exact process by which a tormented mind transforms into illuminated consciousness. They called it the magnum opus, the great work. Not performed in laboratories but in the laboratory of your own psyche. Every negative thought pattern you have is what alchemists call prima materia, the raw, chaotic material that becomes gold. That anxiety spinning in your chest right now? That's your lead. The anger you can't release? Your mercury. The depression weighing you down? Your sulfur. The first stage they called nigredo, the blackening. Where everything falls apart. Where you face the shadow. Most people run from this darkness. But alchemists knew you can't skip the darkness. Gold forms under pressure in the depths. Your worst thoughts aren't obstacles. They're ingredients. The second stage, albedo, the whitening. This is where you separate what serves from what destroys. Like distilling pure water from mud. In your mind, this means witnessing thoughts without becoming them. Observing the anger without being angry. Watching fear without becoming afraid. Jung realized this matched perfectly with what happens in successful therapy. The conscious mind learns to observe unconscious patterns. The third stage, citronitas, the yellowing. Here, the separated elements begin to recombine at a higher level. Chaos becomes clarity. This is where modern psychology catches up. Cognitive reframing isn't new, alchemists were doing it 500 years ago. They knew that the same mental energy creating your suffering could be transmuted into wisdom. The poison becomes the cure. The final stage, rubedo, the reddening. The philosopher's stone appears. But it was never external. It was always your own consciousness, refined. Here's a practice the alchemists encoded. When negative thoughts arise, don't fight them. Say internally, this is my prima materia. Then ask, what gold is hidden in this lead? What strength lives in this weakness? What wisdom waits in this wound? Your anxiety about the future? That's misdirected creative energy. Transform it into detailed planning. Your mental lead becomes strategic gold. Your rumination about the past? That's pattern recognition gone haywire. Transform it into learning. Your mercury becomes wisdom. The alchemists spent lifetimes in towers not because they were avoiding life. They were transforming it from the inside out. Jung found patients who understood their suffering as prima materia healed faster than those who just wanted their pain removed. Because when you know your darkness contains gold, you stop running from it. You start refining it. What prima materia are you carrying? What lead waits to become gold? The philosopher's stone was always within. For systematic transformation of mind, body and spirit, visit maaoot.org. The alchemy begins with a single question: are you ready to transform?